Alexander the Great, a name that echoes through history. But who was he, and how did he become one of the most powerful and famous conquerors the world has ever known? Born in 356 BCE in the ancient kingdom of Macedonia, Alexander was destined for greatness from the start. His father, King Philip II, had already begun building a powerful empire, but it was Alexander who would take that dream to unprecedented heights. Alexander wasn't just a great warrior, he was also highly educated. He was tutored by none other than the philosopher Aristotle, who instilled in him a love of knowledge, philosophy, and science. When Alexander was just 20 years old, his father, King Philip, was assassinated, and Alexander ascended to the throne. Immediately, he faced rebellion from neighboring regions, but Alexander crushed these uprisings with remarkable speed and decisiveness. With his kingdom secure, Alexander set his sights on a much larger goal, the Persian Empire. At the time, Persia was the most powerful empire in the world, stretching from Egypt to modern-day Iran. In 334 BCE, Alexander crossed into Asia Minor, marking the start of his campaign to defeat Persia. His first major victory came at the Battle of Gaugamela. From there, he marched south to take over key cities, including the legendary city of Tyre, after a 7-month siege. Perhaps his greatest victory came at the Battle of Gaugamela in 331 BCE, where he faced the Persian king Darius III. Despite being heavily outnumbered, Alexander's superior tactics led to a decisive win, effectively ending Persian rule. After defeating the Persians, Alexander moved into Egypt, where he was welcomed as a liberator. He even founded the city of Alexandria, which would become one of the most important cultural and intellectual centers of the ancient world. It was here in Egypt that Alexander was declared a god by the local priesthood, solidifying his status not just as a king, but as a divine ruler. With Egypt and Persia under his control, Alexander continued his march east, reaching as far as India. In 326 BCE, he faced his toughest challenge yet, the Battle of the Hydaspes, where he defeated King Porus in what is now modern-day Pakistan. However, his army, exhausted from years of campaigning, finally refused to go any further. Reluctantly, Alexander agreed to turn back, but not before securing the regions he had conquered. In 323 BCE, at the age of just 32, Alexander the Great died in the city of Babylon under mysterious circumstances. Some say it was a fever, others speculate it was poison, but the exact cause of his death remains unknown. Despite his early death, Alexander's legacy was immense. He had created one of the largest empires in history, spreading Greek culture across 3 continents and shaping the future of the ancient world. After his death, Alexander's empire quickly fragmented into smaller kingdoms ruled by his generals, known as the Diadochi. Yet, his influence endured. Cities like Alexandria flourished, Greek language and ideas spread throughout Asia and the Mediterranean, and his military tactics are still studied today. Alexander the Great changed the course of history, not just through his conquests, but by merging cultures and creating a new era in the ancient world. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay updated on more history content. Let us know in the comments what other figures from history you'd like to learn about.